Tonight's show is brought to you by
Muso's Corner.
All right, guys, welcome back for another edition of Nighttime. We've got a big show planned tonight. We have a full crew in with Big Andy.
Hey, mate, how are you? How is everybody?
Mate. Yeah, good to have you back.
Oh, exciting week, mate, coming into finals.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait for the weekend.
Can't wait. Jono.
Howdy from the other side.
Brendan.
Hey.
And joining us again this week because he done such a good performance last week. We've brought him on to the crew and we have Toddy Apfel.
Hey guys, how's the week been?
Oh,
Pretty cool.
great. Sensational.
good.
Moving on to the finals. Can't wait. Exciting times. Bring something back to us all. In lockdown, something exciting to look forward to. So on tonight's show, we've got a couple of guests, Brody Jones, and we have a special guest that I won't reveal until the time. So we'll leave that till a bit later. But what a week in football, guys.
Yeah,
Great weekend of footy.
exciting times.
Yeah.
The new 2021 final shirt turned up today, so I'm donning that tonight.
Nice.
I'm sorry, I'm just supporting the podcast. Sorry, guys.
And I've got last year's jersey.
Couldn't we afford proper models or what? Like, there's not enough money in the budget. I mean,
I've got to face the radio, mate. So
Yeah.
What are you talking about, mate? You can't afford me.
well,
But my agent's
Anyway,
still waiting
yeah.
for my check to turn up.
I did say $20 is
Mate,
$20.
Mate, we get paid for this?
Oh,
Hey,
oops.
yours-
Oh, yeah.
Yours must have got lost in the mail, Jono.
My check was made of rubber.
Yeah,
One
they all
bounce.
bounced.
Anyway, what a week in football. Bit of news come out this week. Today and yesterday, the Warriors, Kane Evans, is facing a huge 7-week suspension.
What did he actually do again? I can't even remember him doing it.
He got sent in the bin for 10 on report. I think it was a high shot, wasn't it?
No, he threw a couple of punches.
For a couple of
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
but didn't he get sent off twice? So he got sent off the second, or he might have got put on report once, and then he got put in the bin for that.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what, yeah, because I thought he got reported twice or something.
Well, things can't get worse for the Warriors to start next season.
Well, he
No.
got charged twice out of that game anyway.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He got
Okay.
What happened
charged
to Lodge? What happened to Matt Lodge?
I've got some info on
He
him.
copped a $5,000 fine for giving
Giving
the
the
bird
bird.
to the crowd.
Yeah, well, I think Adam Faneuil-Blake a few years ago in Newcastle copped the same thing.
Yeah. You know what? I don't have a problem with it, to be honest. Like,
Oh,
it's just emotion.
that's right. And the fans
mate,
give it.
they're giving it to you. You got to cop it back, don't you?
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
If you're
right.
willing to swear at a player.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, a little story. We're at Newcastle giving it to the Tigers are playing, and what's his name? Russell Packer. He was walking up the sideline to come on him. I yelled out, "Yo, wee, you're gonna have a pisser of a game," and he just laughed. And for those that don't know, he is the guy that actually urinated on himself on the field, and
Yeah.
hence why going to the remarks of having a pisser of a game. And he turned around and smiled and said, "Good one, buddy." So it's like,
Oh, I
Good on
reckon
him.
good on him. Like you need thick skin to play in sports, I reckon. So
Especially
maybe,
like,
but in saying that, some like people out there just have no limit and like
That's
what
right.
they'll say and do. So
Yeah.
it just depends what aggravated him, to be honest. Maybe
as long
it
as
wasn't
it's
that
not
bad.
racial or towards someone's family. Is it?
No. Different ball game there, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
Vera Coley's getting a bit of crap for giving it back to the Barmy Army in England.
Oh, right.
So, good on Vera Coley because he
Yeah.
cops a lot of abuse.
Yeah, 100%.
And he's just giving it back to him, and
Mm.
why shouldn't they? You
that's
know,
right. Exactly right. Well, the West Tigers have farewelled Billy Walters, Joey Leilua,
Yeah, Leilua,
Michael
His
Cheekham,
career's over. He's done.
yeah.
Yep.
Mate,
Michael
he's-
Cheekham, Moses Mbai and Russell Packer.
Yeah, your mate's retired, Big Rusty.
Yeah, Big
Rusty.
Rusty's retired.
Yeah.
Probably
I can see the Tigers getting the spoon next year.
Yeah,
Oh, well-
mate, they're going backwards, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
they finished 9th 2 years ago, 11th,
Yeah.
and this 13th this year. So,
8
Well,
or 9
in saying
games.
that, they're looking to spend the money they're saving from all them to sign Aaron Woods,
Oh,
Sharon.
really?
Sharon
Tyron-
Hicks, yeah.
You guys
Tyrone Peachy,
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I heard
Blake
that.
Ferguson, Braden Burns, and Tyrone May from the Panthers. That's on their radar.
The Tigers' biggest problem is that they're having dramas attracting players to go to the club. So it'll be interesting to see if they can land any of those guys. So,
That's right. No one wants to go there.
what would you
They're a
like?
backwards club. They're worse than what we were even through 3 straight spoons.
Yeah, they've got some good. They've got a couple of good kids coming through. A couple of good
Yeah, that
outside
Laurie,
backs. But
that fullback. Hopefully, he can come back and have a crack of the season. That Dane Laurie.
Dane Laurie, yeah,
Dane
he's a
Laurie.
good prospect from Penrith. Yeah, I
That's
love
right.
him.
Well, they've got a good.
Nofaluma's still young.
yeah, he's a gun.
Well, they've got a good fullback. They've got Dewey at 5'8", which is a classy player.
Yeah,
Mm.
They just need a 7 and a 9,
Yeah.
and things will change.
I'd be getting rid of Brooks. He's on too much money.
No, I wouldn't. Personally, I'm not saying he's not a bad player, but the Tigers isn't the club for him.
He just needs a fresh start.
That's
I mean,
right.
If
And
anything,
if they can attract a classy, decent halfback and a 9,
yeah,
well, when Harry Grant was there last year, they went a lot better than they'd have this year.
they're only 8 at one stage, weren't they?
yeah.
Mm,
Well, but
That said, Harry Grant in any side's going to make you look better. So,
that's
good
right.
player.
But even the likes of, they could have signed a Danny Levi that was not wanted at the Broncos. That would have sort of made them a little bit better. And I just think they're lacking a 9 and a 7.
He would have got to go for it, that's for sure.
That said, I don't mind Jacob Little. I don't reckon he's a bad player. So,
Hmm.
Get the mistakes out of his game, he could be a gun.
Well,
yeah.
the Rabbits are set to name their rookie fullback against the Panthers, that Blake Taffy.
Yeah, he's been named, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
played
good
last
cross.
week, and yeah, he's locked in against the Panthers. I'd say a few high balls from Nathan Cleary, and that will be heading his way.
I think that's cost him the game.
Yeah, he's I think he's a halfback. I think he's their long-term replacement for Reynolds. So that's part of the reason they let Reynolds go was because he's coming through. So
I noticed something during the Rabbitohs game the other day. He got ragdolled pretty easily.
yeah, he's only small.
They've got a big backline, the Panthers. They've got one of the best backlines in the comp, and
Yeah,
I can see him getting peppered, not just with the high balls, but just running the ball back.
yeah.
Well, in saying that too, Adam Reynolds has directed his troops to pressure Nathan Cleary a lot, so might have it. Yeah.
Was it against the Panthers that Tex Hoy got ragdolled a bit, got
Yeah.
bashed up a little bit? Was that his
Billy
last
Army?
game, the Panthers?
Could have been.
I can't remember, but
They haven't
yeah.
played in about 8 or 9 weeks. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
but yeah, you can see a similar sort of thing happening there with him. Like, it's not quite big enough for.
I would have gone a left field option. I would have put Campbell Graham at fullback.
Yeah,
I would have put him at fullback because they've got a big back line and he's a big body player.
yeah.
Very true.
I think
Well,
if the
Rodney,
source was fit, sorry,
Oh, you're right, go.
I was going to say, I think if the source was fit, you'd probably put Johnson back at fullback and the source on the wing. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's out for the season, I think, isn't he?
yeah, he's gone. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he's
While we're
gone.
on the Rabbits, Benji Marshall is expected to retire at the end of the year as well.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
right.
been interesting. I thought he had one more good season because he's playing great footy.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's playing well. He could go around again.
Yeah, he's still fit enough.
Yeah,
He's happier.
I reckon he's good at 14. You give him 20 minutes a game and for
Yeah.
14. He adds a lot to your side.
He's changed a few games this season coming off the bench.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, here's a question for you, boys. Is Benji Marshall the best Kiwi to play rugby league?
No,
I'd go Ruben Wiki or
Sonny Bill Williams.
I'd go Ruben Wiki myself.
Yeah,
There's a few. Ruben Wiki
Yeah.
would be up there for me.
Jones.
I think.
Sonny Bill for me.
Even Stacey Jones.
Stacey Jones, yeah, he's a good player.
Even back in the days of early 80s, we had a few good ones at the Knights in Tony Kemp and James Goulding. A couple of locals
Sam,
there.
big Sammy Stewart.
Sammy Stewart. Yeah, you wouldn't get a tougher bloke than that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Also, I don't know if you noticed, Will Hopewade played his last game for the Dogs on the weekend.
Mm.
I guess a bit of a loss for the Dogs. He hasn't looked good. He hasn't been like great this year, but he hasn't been bad either.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right.
He hasn't
He's
ruled
fine.
out a comeback, but coming back to the NRL. So
Yeah, he's been in there back in the last 6 or 7 years.
yeah,
His father straight after his game. Did you see the comments
Yeah, I
he
did.
tweeted?
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, I missed that. What did he say?
Big John Hopewade.
Yeah.
Now your time is done. I hope I can run into Barrett so I can bash him. Like, seriously?
Honestly,
It says a
I
lot.
myself from all of his family, his brothers and his father. I think his dad's an embarrassment to the game.
That's right. Well, apparently they asked him what the issue was, and apparently John said he can't put his finger on it.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. And that
Yeah.
was joke of the week. No.
I think it's a crazy lady's influence on me.
Yeah, it must
Yeah.
be.
Yeah.
Must be.
But a bit of Knights news for us too. Young Jake Clifford had their baby.
I
through the
saw
week.
that. Yeah, she was expecting pretty soon. So
Yeah, baby girl.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Ronald.
Congratulations to Jake and his family.
Congratulations.
he's been a breath of fresh air around Newcastle. We've only
Oh,
lost,
mate, he's been excellent. He's been
we've only
excellent.
lost that 2 games since he's been here, and
Yeah, no, he's been a great pickup.
Yeah.
I think if,
One of the buys of the mid-season for me. I feel.
I think if we have 20 plus games with no injuries next year, I think top 4 could be
Yeah, that's
not
right.
impossible for us. I know
Yeah.
some might say it's a pipe dream, but
Mm.
the spine
Maybe
that we
possible.
have, the
Mm.
spine
I
that
just
we
hope-
have,
I just don't hope the baby keeps him up too long this weekend, so he can have a.
actually, I don't
Good
think
game.
it's in New South Wales. I think she's still in Queensland.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah, I'm not
No.
sure. They'll have that suspect.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, the biggest problem for us is we just got to learn to win those big games, beat the
Exactly.
big clubs at the moment. So I think, yeah, I think we're the best of that group below those top, 5 or 6 teams. Obviously,
And
we
if-
finished
We're in that-
seventh, but
We're in the tier just below those top quality teams.
yeah, that's the next step for us. But I suppose
But we've got
start winning them games, beating those clubs.
But we'll get into it a little bit later. But we've got the best team we've had all year on.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
if we can keep that team next year for 20 plus weeks,
Yes.
I mean, we'll be hard to beat.
Yeah.
We have proven to be hard to beat. We took Penrith to the limit when we played them. I know we got flogged by the Roosters and Storm, but
Yeah.
when we've had our full strength spine and forwards,
Mm.
mate, we've put on some decent scores.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Daly Cherry Evans has come out this week and ruled out signing with the new Brisbane side. Instead, he wants to lead Manly to another premiership.
I think
fair
they're going to
enough.
go close. I think if they beat Storm this week, I mean, that premiership could happen this year.
I think a lot of that has to go to credit to the Travoy
yeah.
brothers. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Of course,
So I reckon more turbo than anything.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
yeah, 100%. But Jake does, offer a bit too. I think if they weren't there, he's
I
probably
want to say, Josh Shift has been a major
Yeah.
part of that.
Yeah. But they got so many unsung heroes too that just do their job. Like Ruben Garrick was broke the record this year for the leading point scorers in the competition. So
you don't hear a lot of it, really.
no,
Because he's not a
they've had a
name.
great year.
Him and Saab have just gone quietly about their business.
Yeah,
I
100%.
think Saab was the best wing option buy of the year. I think he's been amazing. He was struggling at the Dragons.
Yeah, we didn't
He
want to
would
be there.
score a try to let alone get a game.
Yeah, who would want to beat the Red V?
Yeah.
Well,
Why would you want to be there anyway?
that's right. Well,
And
they're
the
going
thing
to
is,
get rid of
he left the Dragons with a bit of controversy too. And he's backed up with a brilliant season.
Well,
Yeah, he's done his job.
the Dragons want to part way with Tarek Sims.
That is just, when I read that, I'm like, what is wrong?
Their Roosters look like they're going to pick him up.
Well, I hope we don't go after him.
The crazy lady's not going to like it, but the Dragons are chasing Kickow. So
Yeah,
they want him to go to free up some money for kick out.
I heard he was going to rugby. I heard some rumours about French rugby.
So the
Yeah, I
thing,
heard that too.
the thing
Yeah,
is
right.
with kick out too, it was Hook that give kick out his first taste of first grade.
Yeah, right.
And I remember he was still at Penrith, wasn't he?
Hook,
But
yeah.
saying that, they're a pretty tight bunch there, so it'd be hard to get him out. But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Money talks.
It certainly does.
The
That's
thing
right.
is, with the roster that Penrith have, they're going to have to let go of someone.
Yeah, of course they do. All those young guys coming through, they're all going to be big money players soon. So they're all of them, their contracts, next contracts are going to be massive. So.
If I was Ivan Cleary, I'd be getting rid of Dylan Edwards if you're anybody. I don't think he offers much to the side.
Yeah, but I don't think he's on the money that the other guys are on either. So
he does at times, but then he lets you down other times.
I don't mind him, to be honest.
No, that's right.
I'd get rid of Jerome Luai. I'd send him to Newcastle. Yeah, I'd send him straight to Newcastle.
No. We'll get rid of James Fisher Harris and send him to Newcastle.
We'll take those two. Those two will go.
I'll take James Fisher Harris.
Yeah.
Michael Maguire from the Tigers. The senior players are set to play a significant role in whether their coach is to be sacked or not.
I reckon he's gone.
Yeah.
I reckon they're playing for him. I don't think they like him.
Yeah.
The thing is, okay, there's only so much a coach can do. And then after that, it's up to the players on the field to do it. So,
yeah.
Look how much influence Robbie Farah had over the years.
Yeah, Robbie's back there working, running the line, running the water bottles on. But I've been watching that Tiger Town thing, and I know I've said it a few times on here over the last couple of weeks. I think he speaks above the players. He's just a bit too intense, and he speaks all this business management,
and they don't
talk to them, which they're football players, and I know he's had success before, so I'm probably, talking
I haven't
garbage.
watched too much of it, but I watched snippets when the footy was over the other night, just when I was just browsing.
Yeah.
He's in a very aggressive type of person.
Yeah.
Swears a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. We can't tell from on camera, but I mean,
yeah, that's it. That's a good point.
The thing is with the Tigers, there's only one coach that could turn that around, and that's Craig Bell. He's the only coach, in my opinion, that could turn that club around.
Well, that's where I'm going to. Like with my point, it's all good to sack a coach, but who are you replacing with them? Like, is the replacement going to be better than the current coach, or are you better to get the current?
They're the Carlton of the NRL. They're the Carlton Blues of the NRL.
Well, there has been a rumour circulate that Tim Sheens might step in for a year.
Well, Tim Sheens has gone there next year to oversee the coaching.
Yeah, he's got a consulting role.
Yeah, rumours are he might take up that extra position. So.
Well, he was the last coach to take him to the finals, and he's only 60, so he's probably still got a lot to offer.
They've had a few coaches since then too.
To be honest, you know who, if I was the Tigers, who I'd even probably look at? John Morris.
Yeah.
Next year.
They're looking. They are looking at a few people. That's the male. Cameron Serrauto is one of the names getting tossed around. But
I've heard good things about Serrauto as an assistant coach, and I think he's done a few under. I think he was coaching the under 20s at Penrith, and they had some success with him.
Good assistant coach under Cleary. That's
but then is that the Barrett effect? But like if Serrauto goes to the Tigers and just absolute dumpster fire.
This actually brings me back to John Morris. He was fired from Cronulla a few months ago.
Yeah.
Would we see a player exodus from Cronulla because of it coming next season? Because we all know Sean Johnson's left because of it.
Yeah. Oh,
no,
I don't think so.
No.
They got a couple of good players coming in.
Right. And the Nichols
Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. But I don't like the way John Morris left the club.
No, that's bad. How they got
lowballed big time by the board, and
finish the season. I reckon they would have made the finals.
Exactly.
Do you reckon they would have made the finals with him?
Yep.
Oh no, I don't.
I reckon they would have been close. I reckon.
I didn't like the way he was fired. I know some see him as too nice, but I think the guy's a decent coach.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think he did a good job there.
Yeah, they were in a rebuilding phase when the likes of Michael Anderson all that retired.
Paul Gallen
retired, and Now he's come in, he's taken a below average side who have struggled. Moylan was injury prone all the time, and still he took him to the 8.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's exactly right.
The Newcastle Knights are looking for an assistant coach at the moment, so
Okay,
I reckon we could do a lot worse.
Yeah,
100%. 100%.
well, yeah,
Well,
Seabold has gone to Rugby or something.
Yeah, he's gone to the Wallabies, yeah.
On the last bit of
I thought
news.
he's gone to England.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's gone to coach with Eddie Jones.
Oh,
that a
I
good
thought he took up an assistant job at the Wallabies. He's gone.
I was going to bring that up. Is that a good thing for us that he's leaving?
Yeah, it's too much.
I don't think it hurts us.
Yeah,
No.
too much drama.
Yeah.
Anyway, the last bit of news. Here's Matt Lodge, the Warriors prop, is facing a fine of $5,000.
Definitely.
For giving the Titans fan the finger in the sim bin. He has come out and done a few apologies, a big apology, and stated a few things. So taking ownership for it, and I reckon they should just
move on with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we spoke about that, didn't we?
Yeah, slightly.
Hmm.
Anyway, we might take a short break and be back shortly.
Yeah.
The following segment brought to you by Steak and Chops.
All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for crew review. Yes, the game of the weekend, boys. Wasn't what we wanted, but like we said, there was quite a few out, so it's sort of to be expected. And Brisbane were looking to send out Alex Glenn and that on a high.
Just what I was scratching my head at is like, I know Ponga and Pearce played the first half, but I just didn't really understand why they only played a half, to be honest. Like, if they weren't going to play anything, I would have just rested them the whole week. So that's just my opinion.
From what I can understand, when Brian came out during the post-game interviews and said both of them wanted to play at least one half because as a combination they hadn't played too much. So it doesn't make sense, I guess, but I guess an extra 40 minutes just to get the kinks out, maybe try some, because they were throwing the ball more around than they have this season. I like that. It didn't work at times, but I wasn't too disappointed with the loss, to be honest.
It was to be expected in a way.
Yeah,
It's good. Get it over and done with now.
Yeah.
And the way they.
But, I'll tell you what, Ponga looks a bit off to me. Like he's just not. Just hasn't got that polish that he normally has.
I think he's still suffering from that groin injury.
Yeah, I think you might be right too. So
actually, going back to Ponga, I was thinking about this today. We have a young half fullback in Bailey Hodgson who's pretty young.
Yeah.
From England. He's still in New South Wales couple. Not at the moment, but is it time to move Ponga to 5'8" and bring him on?
I don't know about that.
Nah, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, definitely not the end of the season. Like,
no, not at the end of the season, but next year.
Yeah,
have you played pre-season?
I reckon we'll see it next year. I reckon.
That's what I meant next year.
I reckon you'll get a taste. You'll get a taste of NRL next year, and
because he has done it with Brown, but I personally Brown didn't have attacking style. And,
I know what you're saying, but who do you let go? Do you leave Pearce out or Clifford?
Well, I think Pearce is almost at retirement.
Yeah, mate, he's here for another year, but that's what I mean. I think next year, he'll get a taste at fullback. If there's injuries in the halves or at fullback, I think
because I think Clifford's the future halfback. I think
100%.
Yeah,
he's got a great constructive game. He's got a great boot, and once he's allowed to start moving cross field from 40 out, because I reckon he can monster some 40-20s. I reckon.
Yeah, he's got that connection. He's got that connection with Ponga too.
Yeah,
back
I
in
reckon
those days. So
because they've known each other a long time. They played
100%.
Juniors together.
Yeah.
We saw glimpses of it for Queensland a few years ago, and for Newcastle, he had a couple of good tries. He's got the cutout pass. He's got a brilliant. Once we get maybe Edric Lee back, if he is going to come back, he's cutout passing one of the best in the game.
Edric Lee's gone. Unfortunately, we won't see him back in a red and blue jersey.
Well, they're talking about re-signing him now.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, that's the latest. They're looking at re-signing, and they're looking for an outside back.
What about Blake Ferguson?
Well, no, Blake Ferguson's staying at the Eels.
Oh, he is.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's the latest goss. He'll be staying at the Eels. But
He would've been-
Edric, if you can prove that his foot's going to be all right, if you can get the tick from the doctors, they're looking at re-signing him. So
I heard there was amputation rumour too.
yeah, right.
Oh.
Okay. Oh well.
It was pretty bad. Like people just thought he was out of favour with the coach, but I just he had some setbacks. He had a few setbacks during the year, and he just couldn't get back to park.
Yeah, if people were saying that, then you'd see him on the weekend if he's still floating around in a moon boot. So
Yeah,
That's
obviously there's been some big dramas.
but
there,
he
so,
was the best winger at one stage both seasons he played for us. Like he had
yeah,
close to 10 tries before he got injured both times.
yeah, that's right. Played a bit of Origin last year and
Yeah, they
played the last game in their season winning game. So
this week, will be a whole different ball game. With all the big boppers back in, and
forward,
we did miss them a lot last week.
especially Saifidi brothers.
Your Saifidis, your Tyson Frizzels, and even your Suaso Sue's coming off.
Suaso Sue, yeah.
Yeah, he was a monster. We missed him definitely.
Yeah, good player.
He was one of the major reasons why we won against the Titans a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And never stops going. So
So we'll talk about that soon. But he's
That's
really excited about this weekend with the team.
yeah, that's right. And as you know, Big Andy finals are exciting time, a whole different ball game. So
Going in as underdogs, which is probably a good thing.
looking forward to.
We've got Brady coming on soon. I want to ask him, like, my impression of the game on the weekend. It felt like it had like a trial game sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
It was like, we're giving some young guys a bit of NRL experience, and
no matter
which they'll benefit from in the off season. They'll learn from that. So,
Kimisagi looks good. I think he's going to be a great player for us.
who's that? Sorry,
Kimisagi.
I thought you said Shibasaki.
No, God,
I was going to say, matey, might not be next year.
No, he's
Another one going to rugby.
He's got a Japanese rugby, I think.
Yeah, he has.
No, but that's Simisagi. I hope I got
Semi Sasagi, yeah.
Simisagi. He looks the good.
No, that wasn't Mr. Miyagi.
Mr. Miyagi.
I know he's a natural 5'8", but he looks the goods in sentence.
Yeah, he's got a bit about him.
Yeah, he changed the game in the second half.
Yeah, he's a good player.
I guess if there was ever going to be a time to give the young ones a go and the older guys a rest, that was it. Because I mean, you're still going to get the next place anyway. Because
we couldn't finish any low or high. So
nah, we had nothing to gain by it. The only thing you lose is that little bit of confidence going into the finals. But Parramatta were in the same boat, so they did the same thing.
I mean, they got beat 40-6. We only got beat by 34-22. Like we still scored 4 tries with basically a reserve grade side.
Yeah, that's right. We had our reserve grade back. Let's be honest. Not reserve grade, but our bench started.
And let's be honest, the only players that they really missed from when they beat Melbourne was Gutherson and Moses. That was it.
Yeah.
Well, any side that loses David Clemmer, Saifidis,
they're going to get beat.
Brazil,
the young guys still gave it a
Barnett.
run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still think Eels were more full strength than what we were. Apart from Moses not being there. Gutherson to me this year has been a passenger.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not. I don't see where a lot of people rate the guy. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass, but
yeah, we've learned on this show not to say things like that because that's what happens.
But yeah, if anyone's the key for the Eels, he's Mitchell Moses.
Yeah, he's got to be there. He's got to be. He's not their best player in their top 2 or 3 players for them to win.
We'll get into that a little bit later. So
and
we might take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for our first guest, none other than our Showtime favourite, Brady Jones. Welcome to the show, Brady.
Hey, fellas, how are you?
Good, mate. Good. Not the result you wanted on the weekend, but into the finals, mate, and raring to go.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to string together 7 wins and go into the finals with a win. But I mean, yeah, we had a fair few people out, and I think like KP and Junior got pulled off just after half time. So I mean, we had a fair few boys out there that were pretty underdone in terms of footy time. So
Oh yeah, 100%. And
So,
lost
that was
Jesse Sewer just before, not long before kickoff too.
yeah, that also hurts a little bit. Having someone like his experience through the middle would have been nice.
How is Jesse, mate? Is he right for the weekend, you reckon? Or
Yeah, he's been both him and Daniel. They've both been just doing what they needed to get done. So at the moment, they're looking pretty positive to get there. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Looks like it's going to be a strong bench on the weekend, mate, with yourself and Josh King, Dave Clemmer, and Jesse, mate. It's good signs there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this will probably be a close to full strength team. I don't think there's any injuries at all.
Maybe Lockie Fitz and
Lockie Fitz, yeah. So
maybe Edric.
Eddie, yeah. So this is probably our closest to full strength team we've had all year, I'd say. But,
100%. It's good, mate. It's good
timing.
It's
It's positive leading into the first final for sure.
How's the mood been in camp this week? Everyone's getting excited.
Yeah, it's good. Didn't focus too much on the Broncos game, just obviously given their circumstances and who played. It was more straight on to Para.
Yeah, 100%.
Shift all our focus to that. It's a must win. So
yeah, I don't know what it's like for you, Blakes, but watching on the weekend, I kind of got the feel. It was more like, it just seemed like more a trial game than an NRL game for some reason. I don't know. I probably didn't feel like that playing it, but it may be because the result didn't matter as much. I just had that feel as a fan, I suppose, a spectator. What was your thoughts, mate?
I do know what you mean. It was
I probably didn't word it right, but yeah.
I do get you. Like, I mean, there were probably a few people in there having, like, I guess, nearly their first hit out for the year. Really,
100%.
Considering how much footy we played, so
yeah,
in that aspect, like it would have been like that for some of the boys. But I mean, we're still trying to win, no doubt. But
of course,
we just didn't play to our best, really.
Yeah, that's it. A couple of young blokes look good too, like young Jira.
Yeah,
they had a good game, and some good signs there.
Yeah, no, he's a good player. He's the strongest person he's a big, strong, powerful boy.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, he's strong.
Yeah, it's good those games, getting to watch those blokes. I know, from a fan's perspective anyway, to see what we've got coming through. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the idea of it, sort of give those sort of boys who haven't had much footy a bit more of a taste. And
yeah, definitely. No, it's good.
Yeah. Good to see Pasami back and running after the injury too.
Yeah, I think everyone was happy for Pasami to get back and get out there without it. He probably would have had it. Sorry, you go.
No, you're right, bro.
No, yeah, I think I was just about to say the same thing as you. Like, I think he came back pretty quick from such a big injury, and he put in the hard work. So, I mean, it was good to see him get out there and run about.
Yeah, 100%.
Credit to him. And that pass, mate, super pass.
Yeah, I spoke to Randy after. I was just going off the noise he was making. I winged it for sure. I just hooked around the corner and just found him.
That was a pillar of a pass, mate. So he'll be owing you a few beers for that one.
Yeah, I'll make sure to let him know.
What's the go, mate? He's gone in for a bit of surgery. Is he all right? Has he come out of that okay? Or
yeah, I only just seen him today. I think
right.
Done something to his thumb. So I think just because given the circumstance, like it's at the back end of the year, and it's probably such a if they get it done now, it'll probably be better in the long run. So
yeah,
I think it was just something to do with his thumb. I'm not sure exactly.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. What about Big Clem, mate? How'd he pull up? He copped a bit of a rib injury on the weekend.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of a whack there. I don't think it's anything too major. He trained today, so I think he's all pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome.
He'll get a needle and he'll be right.
Yeah, sweet. It looks sore.
Yeah. I think it was rib cartilage, but
it doesn't tickle.
Yeah, no, it can't get any worse. So he'll just needle it up and away he goes.
Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. We need the big fella.
Yeah, he's good.
Is it like when you get back home and like this lockdown whole thing's over, is there one particular place or restaurant you're dying to get to when you get back home, or you're just happy for a bit of freedom?
Oh, honestly, I wouldn't mind just moving straight into my house that I just got, and then walking down the street to Windsor Castle and sitting in there, having a schnitzel and a schooner of beer, just peacefully, and just sitting there and enjoying it. Because, it's been that long since I've been able to just go sit down at a pub and have a pub feed and a beer.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I think everyone's looking forward to something like that.
Yeah,
at the moment with lockdown, and
you don't realise how much you miss it.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I'm just hanging for the barber. I need the barber.
The barber.
Well, I guess the Windsor Castle can maybe if they're listening, they organise a special VIP schnitzel.
Yeah, wouldn't want that. That'd be all right.
Yeah, no.
Get into the Aussie, mate. At Cessnock, they do a good schnitzel as well.
Yeah, actually, that's nearly my second go. Actually,
Yeah, it's a go-to, mate. It's good.
The Jurds over at Cessnock, Dave Jurd. I'm good mates with his son, and that's our go-to, either the Aussie or the leagues club at Cessnock.
Yeah,
That's something I do miss. But a beer out of a schooner glass, I do miss that.
Should be inundated by the end of the year with all these freebies. The amount of publicity we just give them.
Yeah. I'm getting thirsty myself.
Yeah.
It'll be good to see us in the finals, and I reckon we can make a good shake of the Parramatta. I think they're there for us to take.
Yeah, I highly agree. I think the last time we had the first para, we didn't do too well. I think there was similar circumstances to the Broncos game. I think Origin was on a few injuries. Like, we didn't really have a spine.
Yeah.
Like our sort of, our first pick spine as such. Like, we had the younger guys playing, and it was sort of makes it hard against. At the time, they were on fire, like top 14. They were killing it, but hopefully, a full strength team will be a much closer game, and we play our best footy. I think we win.
Yeah,
that's right.
Mate, there was a bit of talk out of the weekend. I guess a bit of criticism about the Knights' attack in the last few weeks. Does that have any impact on the team or anything like that, or that's just speculation in the background that's just for the fans to discuss?
Yeah. We don't really buy into it too much. Like, we always want to get better, but as Adam lives by it, and it's so true that defense wins the big games, and you only need to win by 2 or 1 point, so it doesn't really matter. So
no, mate, 100%.
Yeah, I don't mind if we lose. If we win by a point for the rest of the year, I'll take it.
Yeah, that's exactly right. As long as we come away winning, and it doesn't matter how we do it, really.
Yeah, that's right.
A win on the weekend will take us through, and I believe it's Kurt's 150th then.
Yeah, it would be. It's old fella. News. It'll be good if we can get that for him this year, and just hopefully dive deeper into the finals will be nice.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
Yeah, 100%.
Damn shame we can't be there. That's the at least we've still got the comp going.
Yeah, that's true. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, I suppose, double-edged blade, but it's what we got to do, I suppose. And I'm just happy we're still getting to play footy and doing what we love.
Oh, 100%. 100%. I'd rather watch it on the TV than not have it at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyway, mate, play well on the weekend, as we know you will, and I think you're due for a try. So
it shouldn't be too far off, surely.
Yeah, no, this week it's going to be your week this week, mate.
I'll be trying for it, that's for sure.
No worries. We'll play well, as we know you will, and we'll all be down here cheering for you. That's for sure. The whole town will be behind you. So
So,
all the best for the weekend, mate, and play well.
Awesome. Thanks, fellas. Thanks for having me on, and good talking to you. And I hope everyone's safe. And hopefully, I might try and get back on next week, maybe after we win, and have a chat about it.
Right talk us through it.
Yeah, 100%.
How soft the eels are. The old river worms.
Yeah, 100%. We're good.
Nah, mate, good luck on the weekend. Hey, the whole town's behind you, so this is awesome.
That's an understatement. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brady.
Good. Thanks for having us on.
No worries. We'll take a short break and be back shortly. That was Brady Jones.
The following segment brought to you by Ticker Clothing.
Hi guys, welcome back to Nighttime, and it's time for What Caught My Eye. Big Andy.
Yeah, what caught my eye, okay, from the Manly game on the weekend, it was the last try. I think Tommy Turbo ended up scoring it, but young Ruben Garrick chased the ball back. A kick from the Cowboys hooker, chased the ball back, picked it up on his own dead ball line, ran 50-odd metres, passed it out to Cherry Evans, who kicked it in and found Turbo. Like, that's try of the year for me. Awesome try.
Yeah, it was pretty good try. I've seen a few blokes there on social media hoping that they wouldn't score, because if they didn't score that, they won $6,000. So as soon as they scored that,
Mate, I'll tell you what, if it wasn't going to be that try, it was the other try that Tommy scored, where he beat 15 players.
Yeah, just a machine at the moment.
Oh, mate, he's in as good a form as anyone's ever been in, I think.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a machine at the moment. Unfortunately, if when we beat the Riverworms, we might come up against them. So yeah.
Oh,
well,
we beat them not long ago, so we'll do it again.
That's right. Jono.
What caught my eye this week? Matt Checken retiring. Look, he's just a champion of the game. Looks up a couple of stats. He did 279 refereed games. He was 166 touch judge. This is all first grade. Refereed 3 grand finals and 13 international games. So disappointing to see him retire, but it was good to see he got a standing little tunnel run off when he finished. So awesome bloke to see him hang up the boots, but
so was
sad
that
as well.
Was that retired or just wasn't renewed a contract?
No, he's retired.
I thought it was retired.
Yeah,
he's pulled the pin.
You know what I mean, Big Andy? I thought it might have been like the other ref that was pushed out the door.
Yeah, no, he pulled the pin, mate. I think he's been copping a bit of flack on social media and was getting a bit of a hard time from some fans. So scrutiny's not what it used to be with all that sort of stuff. So
people don't realise just how much effort a referee and how much training they have to go through on a weekly basis just to keep up. I mean, they train probably as hard as the actual players.
A lot of pressure on them.
It is, that's right. And they've got to keep fit. And you constantly think, well, a lot of players go off and have a rest. These refs, they're doing the whole game.
That's right.
It is a full-time job because they've got to constantly keep up. So yeah, it's.
I mean, they can have a bad game, just not against the Knights.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
Or when the Knights are playing, anyway.
They're only human.
They do more than the touch judges, anyway. What do they do?
Oh God, here we go.
Work their arm out every now and then.
I'll just take a back seat on this one.
Yeah. Plead the fifth.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. Yeah. Take my hat off to the bloke, and good career. Big Brendan.
Oh gosh. I guess what caught my eye was the fact that not only did we have a few players rested this past game, which I understand you want to invest in the long term, but the fact that when Pearce and Ponga went off, it really gave the young guys a chance to shine, and you finally got to see people like Jack Johns and all that stuff perform, and it was good. They stepped up. They still didn't get the result we wanted, but still it showed that there's things happening there, which is good.
Yeah, that's right. And young Jira, I thought he played exceptionally well. So give them a chance to shine.
I just guess the boys just passed around the ball, just playing a bit of carefree footy. Nothing to play for when Pearce and Ponga went off. So just going out there, chucking the ball around a bit, I thought.
Well, that's like Andy said, it felt more like a trial game. Sorry, Scott Smitty.
You're right, mate. It would have been interesting to see another 5 to 10 minutes on the clock to see what could have happened.
Yeah, I said something like that about 2 weeks ago.
But it wasn't the be, so we'll move on. But What caught my eyes, guys? I got a special one for you this week. Take a look at this.
Herbert dives in and the fans, they want to get a little bit jiggy with it, baby. Why wouldn't you celebrate?
And we have with us tonight the man in question himself.
Hello.
How you going, mate?
Oh, I'm going amazing.
With us tonight, we have Daniel Gosling, the man in question himself. Mate, take us through that.
Well, funnily, I don't really remember. I just remember there was a fight. There was the brawl, and things went up to 11. The whole stadium was buzzing. Then we went over, and then I think I just took my shirt off and started waving it. And then the people behind me were having a great time looking at me. So I've turned around. I've done it to them, and I've actually turned around and I've glimpsed at the scoreboard and I've seen a massive white body, and then realized, oh, that's me. I'm on TV.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
that was
mate,
fun.
credit to you.
That's awesome, man. But like, you definitely need to do it, but because it's an absolute like terrible weather. It was like that for the whole game, or was it just towards the second half it just started pouring?
Yeah, so the first half was great. It was actually a little bit chilly, surprisingly. And then, I mean, Queensland chilly, like.
Yeah.
Then second half it started to spit, and then it got a little bit heavier. A whole lot of people moved back, and me and the boys were like, "Oh no, we're gonna stay down here. We're gonna have a good time." Then it started bucketing down, and then I got a little bit silly.
Nah, mate, that's awesome. It's good to see some fans, getting into it like that. And I believe there was a second part to it as well.
Oh yeah, I did a shoey.
Oh yes, the classic Australian tradition.
Yeah, because the security guard was having a little bit of a go at me. I'm not having a go at the security guard. He was just doing his job. But so instead of taking my shirt off when we scored again, I've done a shoey.
No, mate, it's good to see some fans' passion like that and getting involved. It's good for the game.
Yeah.
Especially with lockdown at the moment, people are living through you, dude. So they're going, oh God, I wish I was there. So you're doing it for quite a lot of people.
Yeah. That's the thing about it. It's like, if I can bring one person like joy for 5 minutes, I'm more than happy to show my titties for that.
You definitely did that. Everyone's talking about it. That's great.
Did I tell you what, mate? You've got the whole NRL up in southern Queensland at the moment. Titans into the finals, the first time for a couple of years. How's the mood up there, mate? How's the town? How's the town going?
Oh, it's pretty it's pretty buzzing. It's like something to look forward to, and I'm hoping to get up to Townsville for the. And if I get up to Townsville, I'll be doing the same thing again. So watch out for me. And a lot of people are excited, because we thought halfway through the season when the Titans were failing a little bit, we're like, oh no, we're going to have no Queensland teams, and it's going to be the entire competition's going to be in Queensland. So it was a bad forecast, but then we came on the second part of the season, and I'm really proud of the boys.
Yeah. The weekend, they were a bit like Stephen Bradbury as well, weren't they? The other teams have fallen over in front of them and they got over the line. So with a massive win too, good win.
Yes, it was a great win.
I
was a little bit nervous because I knew we could win, but I was very nervous that we would get the 12 points.
Mm.
And then when we scored that try, when I've taken my shirt off, I'm like, I can breathe now. We're all good.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right, mate. If the Titans do bow out and you can jump on board with us, we'll take you on.
Well, I'll be going for Para on the weekend.
Oh, hang on. We're losing you.
Sorry, mate. You got a bad line. Sorry.
That cut out for a minute.
No, my dad was a Parramatta faithful, so I got to go for Parramatta.
Fair enough, mate.
But I do like Newcastle. I've got some family in Newcastle, so
God's country.
Yeah. So funnily enough, I was up at the Knights game as well, the Knights versus Titans, because that was actually my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and it was very disappointing when we lost.
Not for London, it wasn't.
And I was planning to make the pilgrimage down to Newcastle to watch it, so it was actually kind of good that it was up there, so I could go and even watch it again.
Next year when COVID lifts and if he's placed down here, just drop us a line and we'll meet up and do something.
Oh, definitely will.
And we can't guarantee that we won't get our titties out if we celebrate. If we win.
Big Andy will get his out.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you put mine and Andy's head together, and it kind of looks like a set of no.
No worries, mate. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, and feel free to keep doing it because you're bringing a lot of joy to a lot of people.
Yeah,
Too easy.
Good, doing a good job, mate. Making people laugh, putting a smile on people's face. It's awesome.
That's the main goal in life.
Yes.
Good on you, buddy.
Good on you. Don't ever change. You've got the
Too
right
easy.
attitude. It's great. Awesome.
Yeah, too easy. Have a good one.
You. Thanks,
That's
guys.
it. That's Daniel Gosling from the Titans, the man of the moment.
The following segment is brought to you by Mobile Travel Agents.
All right, guys, and welcome back to Nighttime, and when it's time for Around the Grounds.
All righty. All right. But round the grounds, the boys from Bondi, the Sydney Roosters, ended the loss to the Canberra Raiders, 40-16.
Very disappointed in this game.
I thought the Raiders would come out with more fight, to be honest, but this was meant to be.
They gave up it really easily. They had it all to play for. Like, they could have been where the Titans are now. Real big failure of a season for the Raiders.
I was disappointed in that. I thought that they would have done heaps better.
Yeah.
It would have been, honestly, I tipped that as one of the games of the round. But huge disappointment. If you're a Canberra fan, that's not the way you want to end the season.
No, the Roosters weren't even out of second gear, to be honest.
But the Roosters still going along. I mean, they've lost quite a few players this year too, and still giving it a crack. But I'm not sure how far they'll go in the finals, but time will tell.
Going to go on a limb. I reckon they'll make the prelim.
Possibly. Yeah, very disappointed from the Canberra. I know they have got a few players out as well, but Tom Starling, Corey Harira-Naira. But a better display than that I expected from them.
I reckon they'll miss the 8 again next year. I don't think they'll make it. I think that's going to have too many scars on a lot of the younger guys, and I'm going to go on a limb. I reckon it'll be close to bottom 4.
Yeah, possibly. Big Andy.
Yeah, I've been saying it all year. I think they're just running on old legs, but they're my disappointment for the year. The Raiders. So
I expected more.
Yeah, I expected more from them, but
Sorry, you go, Andy.
Yeah, no. I just like I said, they're my disappointment for the year. I think they're just a couple of older blokes here that, looking a bit old in the legs.
True.
Top 4. I had them close to top 4.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, next one, Jono.
The next one, the Melbourne Storm win the Miners Premiers 28 over the Cronulla Sharks 16. I thought the Sharks played pretty good in this game, but just the Storm. I actually tipped the Sharks as an upset. I thought the Storm would have rested too many players, and the Sharks would have just come out because I think if they won, they were in. But
you think they would have put on a bit better performance than that too. I think knowing that, hey, we got a chance of making the finals there.
Yeah, I know people. I've seen a few people, the experts say that this is a pass mark for the Sharks. Not really. They still had a lot of that team that played the finals last year, and throughout the last.
There's no pass mark for me. The pass mark is make the top 8.
Yeah, the only one I can really say it's a pass mark not out in the 8 would be the Warriors because of everything they've gone through in the last couple of months. Sharks had it all to play for, and they're playing against a reserve grade Storm side.
Yeah.
Who had the likes of Adokar and Munster out.
Anyway, next one.
This one came a bit up. I wouldn't say it's a surprise. The Crazy Ladies, Penny Panthers 40 over Gary's Riverworms 6.
Mm.
Just thought Parramatta come out with a bit more to play with, but
Coming
it's
off
not
last.
today. I guess like they pretty much knew they were, by that time they pretty much knew like what position they were in, so they didn't really have much to play for. What did you think about it? Did you catch the game, Andy?
Yeah, I watched the game, mate. Yeah, the Parramatta obviously rested a lot of players too, but it's the same as us. I just don't like that you lose that momentum going into the finals. I think years ago you wouldn't see that. You know, teams going into the finals, they play their strongest club, their strongest team, and they'd want to go in with a win. So
That's right.
it's all about momentum.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Mate.
agree.
Couldn't agree more. But Nathan Cleary's kicking game, pretty on time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a good player, mate.
It's going to go close to that. That kicking game's going to take him to the grand final.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, there's some good teams there, but they are looking good. But it was a good game. But yeah, the next one we've covered, and we don't really want to cover that again, Jono.
No, we don't. Just Brisbane Broncos 35, the Newcastle Knights 22. Disappointing game, Andy. Like you said, it was more like a trial game. Just hopefully we can like still keep some bit of momentum, and it's not too bad. But we'll see what happens.
I'll tell you what. I know they're the opposition on the weekend, but some of their young outside backs they've got some talent there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's some
their two centres. Their two centres were really good.
That young Will Smith played well.
Will Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to play New South Wales Cup for us back in the
Yeah, he's a Newcastle boy. But you don't want to. All right, Jono, we might take a short break and be back shortly and continue around the grounds. All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time to continue on with around the grounds.
Around the grounds, the Manly Seagulls 46 over the Cowboys 18. Manly's still on fire, and they had something to play for, so it was good to see them like wrap up that number 4 spot.
Yeah, you could always say this was going to happen, but Tommy Turbo, a bit big Andy, eh?
Yeah, the Cowboys have been disappointing this year too, so I think that was a pretty
man.
predictable one.
Yeah, Tommy Turbo. Can you get any better?
Nah. The bar's already set at the moment. Like Cowboys were shocking. Like,
Is Turbo the Dally M winner, do you reckon, this year?
easily.
I don't know if easily, because he missed a few games. He's missed a lot of footy. But he's the best player in the comp.
2-horse race, I think,
Clear.
because he missed some footy, as Andy was saying. But so did Cleary, so I reckon it'll come down to those, man.
Ooh, I'll throw another name in there, Cody Walker.
I was about to say he could be a smoky, not just in the top 2, but he could even win it.
Yeah,
He hasn't missed a lot of footy this year.
yeah,
That could come up in later episodes as a bold prediction.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, speaking of Cody Walker,
Cody Walker list, Adam Reynolds list, South Sydney Rabbitohs 20 over the St. Illawarra Dragons 16.
It sounds to a bit of,
It was a bit closer, but then you said like Benji was steering the ship pretty much, and he had a really good game. Hope he's right for the finals. Like, do you carry him on the bench for the finals, or you put him? You put an extra like back row or front row on the bench to.
I'd carry Benji on the bench as 14.
They need Benji on the benches because Latrell's not there. They need someone just in case Cody or Adam gets injured.
Yeah, as I was saying, he's 14 value. You can put him anyway, and you can bring him on even at 10 minutes from half time. Get him run the ball at the tight defence. It could be dangerous.
Yeah.
So, but going back to St George, they should have put a better performance than that in.
Old Partygate, that's killed their season, didn't it?
Yeah.
Could even kill Hook's career. So I think he's under pressure next season.
Yeah.
If they don't perform.
Yeah, they haven't really got anyone going there apart from Moses Sibley possibly. But
they've got some forwards. They've got some forwards going there, I think.
They got Moses Sembai there, don't they? Is that him for next year?
I thought he's going to Super League, or is he going to?
Yeah, he's going to Super League.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Dragons will be bottom four. I don't see any upside next season for the Dragons, to be honest.
And now they're trying to offload Tarek Sims. Like, are you serious?
He's been their best player all season, to be honest.
And he's been pretty solid all year. Look
Long
at
as he
him.
doesn't come back to Newcastle, or he's been their best player.
Look at him when he played us up here. Played great.
Yeah,
Look at him when he played
Wales.
New South Wales. Played great. He's been pretty solid all year.
Yeah.
So
Must
he
be the
moved,
money.
now the
Must be
Roosters.
the money.
Mate, you were right, Jono. They have signed Moses Mbai for next year.
Yes,
Yeah, I thought they had.
They've signed George Burgess, Moses
Oh,
Mbai,
Georgie Burgess.
Francis Milo, and Jaden Sewer.
That could be an
Jaden
interesting buy, actually. He goes good, so.
Yeah, he's a good. Player.
Okay. Yeah, have a look at that. They've got Burgess, Sewer. And you throw Tarek Sims in there. Pretty good pack.
Yeah, it would be easy to enforce it, but they've lost their enforcer.
Yeah. And then Jack DeBellin.
Yeah, I'd get rid of him.
DeBellin.
And throw him back under the bed. To be honest, like, you don't. Okay,
It was that barbecue game too.
You got Tarek Sims or you got Jack the bed sheet. Who would you rather?
Oh,
I have to go Sims because DeBellin has barely played in the last 4 years.
as a footballer, I'd take DeBellin.
Yeah.
Sims is 30. What's he? 32, 31, 32.
Yeah, he's got a bit of miles on those legs.
Yeah, I agree with both of you, to be honest, actually. Like the hard ones.
I don't know. I don't rate the bed sheet really.
He's not the sort of player I'd want at my club, but to be honest.
No.
He was lucky not to get fired after the barbecue game.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on to the next one.
This one actually surprised me a fair bit. The Gold Coast Titans 44 over the Warriors. Zip.
Yeah.
I don't know whether it was like the weather had something to do with it, but I thought the Warriors just looked flat, and I thought they would have had a bit more to play for because they've been playing some close games over the last few weeks. But then
Bit of crankiness.
big goose egg.
I'm down to 10 players at one stage.
Yeah.
And what's his name for the Titans? Jared
Wallace.
Wallace called out Matt Lodge to sign the contract. Let's get it on.
They don't like each other.
No,
He said that after the game too. He said, "No, we, you know."
Well, it's charity. It could be a decent buy.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that performance, to be honest. Titans had a lot to play for.
I'd like to see Sam let the Biff rule come back slightly.
Yeah, bring back the Biff.
Thanks a lot, Paul Gallen.
I know, and it's not going to go back to how it used to be, but let it slide a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And,
Too many cocky little guys hiding behind their forwards knowing that they can't get a little punch to the jaw.
no, it wasn't one of the better games, but we'll move on from that one, eh?
Yeah. This one was much of, to be honest, I missed this game, but I was glad I missed it because it would have been a shocker. The Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs finished
You
off.
didn't miss much. I watched most of that game and it was a bludger. Tigers were horrible. Dogs playing for pride. You know, they got a lot to look forward to next season.
I tell you what, but if Canterbury played like that all year, mate, they're not wooden spooners. They played rather well. Played really well. Nick Meaney playing his last game, played well.
I think he could be a star at Melbourne if he gets to play in that back line. Him and Xavier Coates. Wow, there's about 20 plus tries each right there.
Sorry, Jono, what was the actual score?
The Canterbury Bulldogs 38, the West Tigers zip. Another goose egg.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tigers, like I said, were horrible. Like we mentioned this earlier.
Yeah,
Madge is in trouble.
Yeah, he's gone either this week.
Might go back to making movies. Something about Mary. But
he's gone.
we might take a short break and wrap up around the grounds for this week and be back shortly. The following segment is brought to you by Sports Power Newcastle. All right, guys, it's that time of the week again. It's time for the crazy lady and a joke of the week.
Okay, a young man and an old lady go to a bakery. The young man steals 3 buns and puts them into his pockets and then leaves. He says to the old lady, "That took great skill to steal those buns. The owner didn't even see me. That's just simple thievery," the old lady replied. "I'll show you how to do it the honest way and get the same results." The old lady then proceeded to call out the owner of the bakery and says, "Sir, I want to show you a magic trick." The owner was intrigued, so he came over to see the magic trick. She asked him for a bun and then she proceeded to eat it. She asked him for 2 more and then proceeded to eat those 2. And the owner says, "Oh my God, good lady, where's the magic trick?" The old lady then said, look in the young man's pockets."
Oh, I was worried where it was going to go, but yeah, all right.
No,
Well
that's a
done.
good one.
Yep.
Oh,
They're clean. That's good.
All right. So fan of the week.
Yeah.
This week is Patrick Osman. Patrick is a Knights diehard who is doing amazing artwork. Jump on and have a look. His Facebook page and website are called I Am Cartoonified. His post on our group says, "G'day Knights fans. My name is Patrick and I recently lost my job due to coronavirus. Times are really getting tough for me and my girl. We were planning on getting married and now it looks like we're going to have to wait. I obviously need an income and at the same time I want to bring joy to people's homes. So I recently started a business using my artistic skills and have just got the official rights to launch NRL products. If anyone would like an artwork, maybe for a birthday gift or to just add some beauty to your home, let me know and I'll get it done for you. Thanks, guys. Afterpay and Zip Pay available." And then he's got, "Let's all stay positive throughout this lockdown. And most importantly, let's smash those Eels this week."
Yes.
yeah.
Good one.
Yeah. I love that. It's a double whammy because we're supporting a business and supporting a Knights fan. So that's great.
Yeah, it's good to see somebody getting out there having a go too, using their skills to make a bit of money after losing their job. That's awesome.
He does a
Yeah,
really
good
good
story.
job too.
Yeah, I'll have to
Yeah,
have
it
a look.
looks good.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to suss out.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look.
Good stuff. Well done, Kylie. Thank you.
Yeah, well done with that too.
Thank you.
Thanks, Carly.
All right, guys, that was the crazy lady once again with her joke of the week and fan of the week. And we'll be back shortly.
The following segment brought to you by Feral Archery.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's time for Smitter's Mailbag. We had a few this week. The delivery van was full.
Ooh.
Yeah, so once again had to short it down to a few. So, took a lucky dip, pulled 5 out. Anyway, first one, Pierce and Ponga carrying any injuries. It seemed that they were not on their game on Saturday from Jaden.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Pretty good, observation and could be not so much Pierce, but I think maybe Ponga might have been.
Marine. I think he's still suffering from that Marine.
Yeah.
And I think he might have been carrying it for the last couple of weeks, personally. Just didn't seem to be on his game like he usually does. So
Yeah, just lacked that little bit of polish, didn't he? Yeah.
let's hope
Yeah.
he's past that and firing on the weekend. But
Yeah.
good point. Good question.
Yeah.
Great question.
Anyway, on the next one, what do we need to do to beat the Riverworms? How can we beat them? Todd from Newey. I love it. The Riverworms. So he's obviously watching the show. But Jono.
I'd just say, keep sending those high bonds to Gustafson. Just get the ball in Ponga's hand and just to make a solid tackle on defense and keep him down that end. And I think that'll be it.
When you say put the high balls up to Gustafson, we have to have a good kick chase to put a bit of pressure on him.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be about. It's going to be one in defence, but we have to make our plays and just go through our processes. Just be good at what we do. So
you're dead right. And
play for 80 minutes, and we'll get them. I've got no doubt we'll get them on the weekend.
I'm mate Rowan. Also, I'm sending a message out to Mitch Barnett and Suaso for the likes of run it, and in defence as well. Put pressure on Mitchell Moses. He cracks. We've got a good chance of So
Yeah.
I saw him in State of Origin a few months ago, how much the pressure got put and how he folds like a deck.
Yeah.
tell you another thing that might be interesting too is Nathan Brown and Mitch Barnett.
Mm.
They don't like
Yeah,
each other.
good battle.
Two odd ends. They love a good battle.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Jaden Brayley. I reckon we need a big game out of him on the weekend, out of dummy half, just to get us on the front foot.
I reckon we'll have a pillar.
Yeah.
Anyway, who wins the grand final and why? And you can't say Newcastle though from Robbo.
Oh, the question's invalid then if you can't say Newcastle.
If I had a second team, I'd probably go Manly. I reckon. So I reckon. I won't say it yet, but I reckon they've got a really good chance. If Turbo keeps playing the way he does, you never know.
Manly and Penrith.
Yeah.
No, I beat Manly and Newcastle. Excuse me.
Oh, no, we'll just.
no.
No, it was like a hypothetical if Newcastle didn't exist.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Penrith. I think they've got the all-round team at the moment. They're starting to peak at the right time.
I'm impressed by Penrith.
Yeah, you can't write Melbourne off. Melbourne are the team to beat, I think.
I think, personally, it's a 4-horse race, obviously, Newcastle, you know. And then, you know, you got to look at the class, the youthness, just the Penrith just have that complete package. But then you go to Manly, and Manly got a similar kind of thing. So, I mean, those pair are pretty much on par. And like you said, you can't write the Storm off. So, it's a hard one.
Is Munster named? Did Munster get named?
He's in doubt. He's in serious doubt.
Yeah,
I think I might name my. I'm going to go change my tip to Melbourne actually.
I'm actually more impressed with the fact that you said youthness.
Youthfulness.
Oh, youthfulness.
Who said that? Me.
Smitter. That one.
Anyway, move on to the next one. I like the idea of we, the fans, get to vote on the player of the year. When does that finish? Well, Big Andy.
Yeah, so there's a few trophies up for grabs this year. So fans can start voting, I think, now if they want to for the fans' choice, which will be another category that we're going to have. It's going to be the Elijah, and please, if I pronounce this wrong, I apologise, but is it Falua?
Yeah.
The Elijah Falua Memorial Trophy, which is going to be the fans' choice. So I think if anybody wants to have a vote for their fan of the year, we'll add them all up. I don't know how it's going to work yet. We'll work that out and we'll add them up, and we'll be a trophy for that winner as well. So
that's right. There's a little poll on our Facebook page. You can go and vote there.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've done it in memory of the young Elijah, who, those of you who don't know, tragically passed away this year. He was an up-and-coming superstar. Would have been an absolute superstar of the game for the Knights. Yeah. Tragically passed away. So this is just our little, memorial to pass on each year to remember the young fella.
Yeah, he was a local Curry junior that tragically killed in a motor vehicle accident. So
that's a good question, and so obviously we'll put the trophies up on the website for you all to see. Obviously you can't see it through radio, but that's the trophy we have, and there's about 8 of them, I believe, 8 different categories thanks to Purnell Trophies.
I think the Facebook page will have their poll and all that there as well. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, that's excellent. Exciting times.
Yeah, it is. So we'll move on to the next one, and where do you think we should attack the Eels? What would be your game plan be to target the Eels in which direction? Zach Williams from Dacey.
Through the middle.
I was thinking forward direction.
Yeah, through the middle. That's our strength.
So you have a look at our packets. Awesome packs. So, Jono?
Yeah, I was going to say through the middle, or even if Bradman Best hits a bit of form down his wing or edge. And
you got a young backline of Hayes Dunster and that Hayes Perrin. So I'd be getting a lot of ball to Bradman this week.
One good factor for us is that Micah Seaver's not there, so which will be a factor for us.
Definitely, we're no more laying down for a crusher penalty.
That's correct. Anyway, that's Smith's mailbag for this week. And,
hold on. Just got some late mail. Electric this time.
That sounded like Floorboy Gary.
I know. He's possessed.
Hey?
He's possessed. Oh, we've got to give him a mention. Hi, guys. My name is Matt, and I run an electrical business called Matt Loman's Electrical in Newcastle and the Hunter Valley area. And I'm a good mate of Dean's and a mad Parramatta supporter.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I like where this is going.
I thought I'd let you guys know a little bet Dean and I had since the start of the 2020 season that he has been trying to dodge since the end of the season. We made a bet that whoever finished above the other one's team, Dean being the Knights tragic, obviously, that the loser had to mow the winner's lawn on grand final day in their wife's dress. And with Dean being 7 foot tall and Kylie being 4 foot, I thought this would be quite funny. Kylie was actually going to live stream it. Unfortunately, with COVID situation and Dean dodging me all year, I've decided to give him a little reminder about our bet. And since he's come back with double or nothing, do you think you could put a little pressure on your captain of the show and make him stick to the bet? I'm not reading that last bit. Matt.
Riverworms?
No, he said up the mighty Eels.
Up the mighty Riverworms, I think he meant.
All right, Smitty. Technically, they have finished above us, but I reckon bet's off if we can beat them this weekend.
Yeah, well, all right. I did bet that we would last year finish higher, and we didn't. So then I went double or nothing this year, and I tried to use the COVID as an excuse. But he's put it out there, and
you could do the front and back lawn now.
No, because we're going to beat them. We're going to beat them on Saturday.
Is that fair? Like, if we can, when we bet the Eagles this year, do you reckon the bet's off then, or what do you boys think?
If we beat them on the weekend, I don't have to do it.
No, I reckon he's got you, mate. If you've lost 2 years in a row, geez.
But it's double on.
I want to see you in that dress.
Yeah,
I'll bet you do.
I want to see you in Kylie's dress.
No, if we beat him this weekend, I don't have to do it.
You probably should wear some knickerbockers under it, I think, too.
So, all right, I'll honour me bet. It's on, Mr. Lamos. It is on. But, yeah, I won't have to wait long because we're going to win. I don't know how that one got past, but anyway, we'll take a short break. And
those Parramatta fans stick together.
Yes,
yeah, Floorboy Gary had something to do with that, I reckon.
Anyway, guys, that's Smith's mailbag for this week, and we'll take a short break and be back shortly.
Following segment is brought to you by Purnell Trophies.
All right, guys, welcome back. It's that time of the night again. It's night of the round. Start off with you, Big Andy.
Yeah, I'm going to go through young blokes this week. I'm going to go young Jaira Momasia for 3 points. I liked what I saw from him, so I'm going to go 2 points for Simi Sasagi.
Yep.
And I'm going to go 1 point to Brody Jones.
Yeah. Yep.
So
all play pretty well, I think. It's good to see some of the younger guys standing up. So, yeah, totally agree. Jono.
Oh, my 3 points went to Connor, Mr. Utility Watson.
Yep.
Had a solid game. Played nearly the whole game, I think. 2 points went to Brody, Mr. Jones. Had a fantastic game. Played really well. And my 1 point went to Jack, the nephew of the immortal Johns. He had a solid game, got a try. Good to see him get a fair bit of playing time.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a fair call.
Tony.
Yeah, 3 points to Jiro Muramasia. I thought he was pretty solid. He's going to be a future star for us. 2 to Connor Watson. You know, he's just his usual self off the bench, and he gave us a go for it as soon as he came on. And I'm going to go 1 to Simi Sasiagi. I thought coming off the bench when Pearson Palmer came off, and he got us back in the game with his runs from centre. Other than that, it was a decent second half for us. A lot to look forward this week.
Wax on, wax off, played rather well. But
I'll get it right eventually.
no, you're all good, mate. Brendan.
Okay. I guess that I'm going to Connor Watson, of course, same kind of thing. The way he's finishing up with the Knights, but it still doesn't stop him from giving giving 110%.
Yeah,
So he's got my 3 points. Brody, he kicked butt and chewed bubblegum. He gets my 2, and I'm giving Jack Johns the 1 point. Not only did he get that try, but I call it the encouragement 1 point because he's probably been itching to get on that field all year round. And so I'm glad he had an opportunity, and I think the more field time he gets, the more he's probably going to start showing some of that genetics.
Yeah, I think he's going to play more next year.
Maybe we call that the Greg Smith Encouragement Award.
The Greg Smith Encouragement. I like that one.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God, that's
might go there.
Would we?
Yeah, what a disgrace that was. Anyway.
The thing is, back then, they just didn't have the internet, and they couldn't look up on him. It was easy enough for him to lie about it.
Yeah, true. My free go to Brody Jones. Oh, Brody was, just solid, and he gets the extra point because of that pass. That pass was just a superb pass to Randall to score, and so he gets my 3. Jara gets my 2. Really impressed with this young fellow. I think he's going to be a superstar in a couple of years' time.
Got some great talent coming through the ranks.
And I give 1 to David Clemmer. I thought, he had a fair bit on his shoulders to, being the senior player there. You can see in a previous tackle he hurt his rib, but he kept going, and then he really hurt it. So, he gets my 1.
That's a really good call, that mate. He carried our pack on the weekend, so, with his experience. So
tough it out in that second half.
And my special mention is nobody this week.
Well, Jesse Sue didn't play.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
I was dead, be honest.
He's holding out. This week, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, but I thought those 3 were pretty outstanding. But that's night of the round. It's going to be a pretty close race towards the end. There's a couple there on a few, but around the same. But this will go right through till grand final, I'd say. We'll name them grand final show.
Yeah.
So,
how are we looking for the grand final show?
We'll look into announcing that soon. So that's not around for this week, and we'll take a short break and be back shortly.
The following segment is brought to you by Burger Urge.
All right, guys, welcome back, and it's time for career preview. Team List Tuesday. Big Andy.
Yeah, obviously a massive game this weekend. So 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, we line up against the Parramatta Eels up in Rockhampton. So good for them to get a game up there too. That's very exciting stuff. So I'll go through the Parramatta side. They've got a heap of players obviously coming from that didn't play last weekend, but they've got Clint Gutherson at fullback, Hayes Dunster on one wing with Blake Ferguson on the other wing, Will Penasini in the centres with Wakar Blake. Their halves are Dylan Brown and Mitchell Moses. They've got a good forward pack. So this is going to be the matchup. This is going to be where it's won and lost. So
that's right.
Regan Campbell-Gillard's in the front row with Junior Paulo. Ray Stone is playing hooker, which is probably an interesting call, but Sean Lane and Niokora in the back row with Nathan Brown locking the scrum for him. Their interchange bench, they've got Will Smith, the ex-Knights player that you mentioned before, Bryce Cartwright, Isaiah Papali'i, and Makatoa. So that's interesting. Isaiah Papali'i's on the bench, coming off the interchange bench. So
he's He's starting every game.
Yeah.
Mm.
So he's
He
their
injured,
best second.
or-
I don't know. He's their best second rower, easy. But
I reckon. Bit of X factor off the bench.
another interesting
Ray
call.
Stone.
What's that? Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say Ray Stone's the interesting one for me. I thought he was more of a second rower.
Yeah. So the interesting one for me is Ryan Madison's been left out of the side, named on the extended bench. So
Got a decent side on paper.
I'll tell you what, that's that would have been my back row, Madison and Papali'i. So interesting, yeah. But anyway, we have a look at the Knights. But yeah, our team obviously. It's exciting to get a few players back this weekend. So we're at pretty much full strength. Kalen Ponga at fullback, Anari Tuala on one wing with Heimel Hunt coming back into the side. Kurt Mann and Bradman Best in the centres. Halves, Jake Clifford, Mitchell Pearce. Our forward pack, the Saifidi brothers in the front row with Jaden Brayley, captain at hooker. Tyson Frizzell, Mitch Barnett in the second row. Connor Watson at lock. And then our bench, I think we've got a really good bench this week. I like it. Suaso, the Jesse Sue, David Clemmer, Josh King, and Brody Jones. So interested. I wonder if Suaso will play lock and Connor will come onto the bench this weekend. I just got a feeling that might happen. So
Has happened quite regularly before.
Yeah. So exciting times. Can't wait. Finals time. So.
I think, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Even if you're not a big fan, this is going to be a bloody good game to watch.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be sold out too. I think it's going to be sold out.
I just might mention that someone might want to send out an SOS to Floor Boy Gary after the game and just make sure he's all right.
It's been very quiet the last month or so, hasn't he?
Yes.
COVID hasn't been pretty to the poor bugger. So
he's going stir crazy. He misses us and he misses the chats and all that stuff. So yeah.
We miss him too. For a Parramatta fan, he's all right.
The irony is that we now's the time where we're wearing masks and when we needed the masks previously when he did all the farting that he used to do in the studio.
We need more than a mask.
Hazmat suit.
To be honest, that would kill COVID.
Yeah, it could be, it could be the secret.
Anyway, guys,
this weekend, I just want to say, we're massive underdogs this weekend, so that's in our favour. We've got nothing to lose this weekend. The boys just need to get out there, just like we said before, go through their processes, being good at what we do, and we'll pull their pants down. So no one gives us a chance. So let's get out there and.
But isn't that how we thrive? Isn't that our history?
That's exactly right. So we've got nothing to lose. Get out there. Let's have a crack. Get into them. Get stuck into them.
But as you heard earlier,
I think
Brady Jones.
There is one area where we can put pressure on them, and that's Ray Stone. He's not a natural hooker.
Yeah.
We've got a quicker hooker in Brayley. Brayley's he's definitely one of the best.
That's what I was saying before. I think he's going to be massive for us, Brayley. But yeah, they bought Lussick there for to play hooker, so I'm surprised.
Is he injured or did he?
I think he's been left out. So I don't know. It's a big.
It's a bit of a selection shock, and I think it's somewhere we can put pressure on besides in their inexperienced backs. But I think coming out of dummy half, I think that's where we can put pressure on them, and I think. Our delivery out of dummy half is going to be better than theirs, to be honest. And I think that's where the pressure will be.
It's going to be a big part of that forwards battle. So,
but
Brayley had,
as we heard earlier from Brady Jones, they're raring to go. They can't wait to get stuck in. So,
it's what it's all about. This is what they play for. So,
and talk. I was talking to Brady earlier in the week. He's so excited.
Yeah,
he's so pumped and excited to play. It's his first taste of first grade final. So. Let's get into it. Anyway, guys, time to move on to bowl predictions. And Big Andy.
Well, I said it before. I'm looking forward to Jaden Brayley and what he offers us this weekend. I'm going to call him to score a try. I'm going to go as far as to say he's going to be first try scorer.
Nice. Brendan.
Oh, Brody all the way. He's going to.
Brady what?
Brady's going to score. There's no doubt about it. And
He's riding Brody all the way.
all the way. I'm not going to say what I would normally say, but yeah, I would love for Brady to score a try.
Yeah.
And I mean that pass last week,
Yeah.
It's not that bold. I mean, my bold prediction normally would be Andrew Johns makes an appearance, but that's pretty bold. It's stupid, but that's my idea of bold.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's ridiculous predictions. Sorry.
Anyway, Jono.
My bold prediction is the Manly Sea Eagles will upset the Storm with Turbo scoring a triple and David Clemmer getting the game winner try to beat the Parramatta Eels.
I'd say Big Clem would like to say that too.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I hope you're right on both counts there.
I actually I do feel the Knights are going to win for sure. And it's going to be awfully tight. And it's going to be something like you just said, Jono. Like it's going to be just something because it's always the greatest games they ever have is that underdog thing like Andy was talking about. And just things just come together nicely. From what I understand, last week's game, there was quite a lot of errors. They could have won that game, but there was a lot of errors and stuff up.
A lot
So
of silly, simple stuff.
yeah, so that's what I mean. It's in them. It's just learn to control it at the right time, I guess.
Yeah, if it is close like that too, we've got Mitchell Pearce. Mitchell Pearce is the man to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we got class all over the field too. If it comes down to a field goal,
Yeah.
as well. You know, you got Clifford, you got Pearce, you got Kurt, you got Ponga. There's plenty there. Tony.
Yeah, my two bold predictions are Penrith to put on a clinic. I think they'll be too good for the South Sydney Rabbitohs, and I've got Daniel Saifidi to score a try.
Yeah,
He'll have a huge game on Sunday. Nice fast track, and he'll lead up the meters as well.
yeah,
I think everybody's going to be pumped. The players are going to be like next level pumped. If Brody said to you is any indication, I think you're going to find everyone's going to flick the nitro on. They're all going to have their V energy drinks. I think it's going to be a really good show.
So what do you got for a Smither?
Mate, I got a three-peat.
A three-peat?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Brady Jones scores 5 minutes from halftime. Kurt Mann in a crossfield kick scores. Suaso Sue scores under the post.
That's pretty detailed, isn't it? He's thought about it.
Yeah.
Kurt has scored a few of those this year, actually.
Yeah,
crystal ball, just a little bit hazy. I can't see what part of the game it is.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was getting pretty specific. That was pretty good. I'm impressed.
If we throw in a Mitchell Pearce hat trick, it's going to be a fair win for us. We'll score some points.
Yeah, I'm just rubbing that crystal ball.
No, inappropriate. It's a kid show.
But no, let's hope they're right. And
Yeah. If you're up in Rockhampton, I'll tell you what, get out there and support the boys, and
yeah.
it'll be a good day.
That's right.
Yeah, from my average, it's nearly sold out. I think tickets have been hard to get.
I'd say Phil Hogan might be heading down there.
Big Phil, yeah.
I hope so. It'd be good for him.
Big shout out to you, Big Phil.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, time for our tips. Obviously, we all take the Knights over.
The Parramatta Eels.
Given, that's a given.
I'm going. Well, as you guys know, I'm going for the upset. The Sea Eagles over the Storm.
Sea Eagles over the Storm. Andy?
I'll take the Storm in that one.
Tony?
I'm actually changing my tip to Storm since I've heard Munster's back.
Sea Eagles. I'll go with, there'll be an upset. I'm going to go with Jono on that one.
All right, I'm going to take the Storm to beat the Bin Chickens this week. So, Roosters and Titans. I'm going to go off first here. And I'm going to say that there's going to be an upset with the Titans. And you'll see Big Daniel Gosling with his shirt off once again.
That was amazing.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth. I'm going the Titans as well.
Oh, high five, brother. But, yeah, I think that's quite possible. Big Andy.
Mate, I'm going to go the Roosters. I think the Titans may have played their grand final last week. So that said, they were excellent on the weekend, but a lot of emotion would come out of them after that game. So for that reason and just their experience, I'm going to go the Roosters.
Yep.
That's pretty much the same what I was going to say too. Go, Toddy. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with Big Andy. I think Roosters will have too much class. They've lost a lot of players, but yeah, I think Roosters probably by about 6. Close.
So you're the Roosters too, Brandon?
Yeah, matey. Yeah, I think you've just said it. Class. I think Titans probably put everything in last week, but it's still going to be a good game.
I think the Titans are going to surprise a few.
Don't get me wrong. I won't be surprised, but it's just the way I see it.
Yeah, 100%. I'm probably wrong, but I'm just my crystal balls have been falling away, so I can't look. Next one, the Penny Panthers and the Rabbits.
Anyone taking the Rabbits?
Ooh,
nah, Panthers.
Yeah, Panthers all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, look, come on. If I don't say Panthers, I'm on the lounge.
Yeah. Yeah, Panthers all the way.
You can't go past the Panthers. Like we said before, all class. So.
They seem like a very well-oiled machine. Like they just know.
Having fun. They're having fun, and they're youth, they're young. There'll be some good games.
They're young guys, but they all grew up together and they've played a lot of football together. So they know each other inside and out. So
yeah.
Anyway, it's some really good games on the weekend. So starting on Friday and finishing off with the main game on Sunday. Newcastle Knights.
That's it. Good.
So yeah. All right, guys. That just about does us for another week of Nighttime. I'd like to thank our guest, Brady Jones.
Yeah.
Daniel Gosling.
Big Daniel, yeah.
Yeah.
The Crazy Lady.
Yep.
And Brendan, Jono, Toddy, and Big Andy.
See you next week, guys.
Go the Knights.
Go the Knights podcast.
Yay.
So go the Knights and stay safe, everyone, under this lockdown conditions. And remember, if you're struggling, talk to someone, and we'll all get through this.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better.
So, all right, guys, take care, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Nighttime.
Come on, people, listen now, 'cause I don't think we need a reason.